Assalamu alaikum. So in this video we will make a DC sweep here. That means we will change this voltage from 0 to 3 or 5, whatever you want, and then we will see current versus voltage graph or power versus voltage graph, and we will do a lot of things in this video as bonus. So let's start. So I will do this from the beginning. So I will press delete button and then delete this thing and also cut this thing. I will do this from the beginning. Okay, so if I press V, then R, then press D, Ctrl R to rotate this. Okay, now press W to make a wiring here. Okay, now press G for a ground. Let's say the voltage across this, the voltage of this DC source is not, it will not be effective in my DC sweep. Let's say it's 10 volt, but you can choose whatever you want. It will not be effective in my DC sweep. And the resistor is, let's say, okay, let's not pick resistor here first. Let's just work with diode. Okay, and let's right click here. You can pick any diode you want. I have pick a silicon diode here. Okay, you have another things that Schottky diode, then you have Zener diode, LED, whatever you want. So first I have choose a silicon diode, and then to do DC sweep. Now DC sweep starts. What if I want to do a DC sweep? I have to go here, configure analysis, then here DC sweep, and here I have to write first V6 because I want to sweep this voltage source, and I have to press linear as I want to do a linear sweep. You can do whatever you want. Then start value is 0, end value is 3, and the increment is 0.001. so if you take a smaller increment, you will get a more accurate result, obviously, but it will take a lot of time to complete the simulation. So I have take a optimum increment. Now press OK. Now run the simulation and see, you have get a graph here, and at the x-axis you have 0 to 3 volt. If you right click on the x-axis, see you have V6 here, the DC source, the voltage which you want to vary. Okay, so now let's see, you want to see the current, so click here. So at the y-axis you have current, and you have the current versus voltage graph of this diode. What is the forward voltage? Forward bias 0.7. okay, approximately 0.7 you can see at the graph. Now let's say you want to see the power dissipated in this diode. Let's put a resistor here now and make this resistor's value, let's say 1k, resistance 1k, yes, 1k. And now let's say we want to see the voltage power dissipated. Let's first see the voltage across this diode. So if you want to see the voltage across this diode, let me run this simulation again. Okay, let me delete this thing, press delete to delete this thing. Okay, now let's say you want to see the voltage across this diode, the voltage difference across this diode, and to do this you have to first press in your mouse, and then you have to remove your finger from the mouse here, and if you do this you will get a voltage difference across this diode. And if you see that the this node is simply 3, and this node is number 4. You can see it another way. If you put your mouse here at the left bottom corner, you can see that the node is VN003 at the left bottom corner of my screen. And if I press my mouse, I put my mouse here, you can see that this is the number 4 node. Okay, now let's say you want to see the power, that means voltage difference across this diode into current. And to do this, let's first delete this thing. Okay, and to do this you have to right click on this graph, add traces, and then you have to write here the voltage difference, right? Okay, let me take this voltage again. So this difference is VN003, VN004. Okay, now let me right click here and then addresses. So it's simply VN003, VN003 comma N004, and now you have to multiply this by current. So current across this D1, so this is the current across D1, and if I press OK, so this blue is the power dissipated in my diode. Okay, so let's do some another thing. Let me delete this thing here. Okay, so the x-axis has been set to V6, right? But you can change V6. Let's say let me take this thing again. Sorry. Okay, so this is N003 N004, right? So let's say instead of V6, now you want to set N003 N004 here, so you have to write N003 then N004, and if you do this, the x-axis or horizontal axis will be set as the voltage of 3 to, that means the voltage across this diode has been set to the x-axis. And now if you plot the current, double click here, so you will have a IV characteristics of this diode again. So that's all.